Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more WarFrame stuff. Okay, so it looks like the great IGN has actually made a video on WarFrame, and I mean actually make a video on WarFrame. Basically, since TennoCon this year, they've uploaded a grand total of 2 videos on WarFrame as far as I can tell, and both of them were actually just trailers. One for the Switch port, and one for Fortuna. Now, I was really disappointed with IGN at that point, just the fact that they basically didn't even care, but it looks like they do care to some extent, so they have made a review. It seems to be more a review based on the fact that the Switch port is coming within a few days, so I guess that's very exciting, but anyway, let's have a look at the IGN review and see what they have to say.
There aren't many games that make me feel as cool as WarFrame does when I'm bullet jumping through the air at breakneck speeds.
Okay, first thing first, I'm noticing that his mag is using 418 health. I'm kind of wondering what health mod he's using. He might be using a broken health mod, he might be using the broken vitality mod, or he doesn't have a fully formed vitality mod, question mark? Like, I don't know how you get to 418 health, because mag, at rank 30 at least, like, what rank is he? Rank 30. At rank 30, mag has 225 health, so... I don't know. It might be... No, it wouldn't be a vitality mod, because even at 225 health, mag, with a full vitality mod, would reach somewhere around 500-ish? I don't know.
Free-to-play co-op shooter has wildly outgrown its simple space ninja reputation since it first came out in 2013. Its updates have added tons of stuff, including open world areas, deep story missions...
Please don't spoil the second dream, come on.
And even a hoverboard with a Tony Hawk-style scoring system. To the point where it can be confusing and tough to get into. But the way it makes everything you do feel fast, powerful, and just plain awesome keeps me coming back to its almost endless well of loot.
I think the last time they did a review was like 2013, and they gave it a really low score because it was
WarFrame is a dense,
basic back then.
A tangled ball of yarn made up of almost 6 years of updates and reworks. It can be overwhelming to even think about trying to untangle it all, but that also means there's a ridiculous amount of
Please don't spoil the second dream.
Extremely entertaining content to discover. For better or worse, this is a game that you're going to need a wiki to play, because loads of essential information just isn't explained well in-game.
Yeah, one of the main things that a lot of even veteran players have a problem with this game is that there's really no central hub for all of the information, to the point where you really do have to rely on the WarFrame wiki. Even I rely on the WarFrame wiki on a very regular occasion. So, I mean, there's more than, say, Destiny, but, you know, there really could be a big push to put all of this information into some sort of codex, if you will.
Thankfully, WarFrame's player base is one of the nicest and most helpful communities around, which makes an intimidating game more inviting. Once I made it past the initial confusion and started setting clear goals for myself, which was usually making a cool new weapon or getting to the next planet, WarFrame felt more like a sandbox full of treasures waiting to be dug up. There are tons of weapons...
16,000 plat? Someone's being very rich. 16,000 plat and only 1 million credits. I mean, on the credit count, that's a bit of a scrub count. But definitely on the platinum count, that's a very high. So,
and titular WarFrame battlesuits to track down, craft, and collect, and enough curated quests to keep pushing you forward for dozens of hours. Those quests can be hit and miss, with some like the Glass Gambit being downright painful to get through.
Glass Gambit is... Oh my god, so bad. Glass Gambit made me, like, fall asleep.
But they're generally interesting and a lot of fun. The more recent story-driven quests in particular are a huge standout thanks to impressive writing and acting I wouldn't have expected after WarFrame's earlier missions.
But of course you are. Imprisoned just as
Please don't spoil the second dream.
The actual run-and-gun gameplay is so dang satisfying that it's worth digging into for. Movement is lightning fast and incredibly versatile, and every gun and melee weapon feels unique. There's real variety here beyond just raw stats. Pinning enemies to walls with a heavy-hitting Boltor is a very different feeling from the rapid-fire Furus pistols, and slamming someone with the Fragor hammer is satisfying in a different way from slicing off limbs with the Heat Sword.
Well, provided you don't lose your head to the fact that Fragor is a super-duper slow weapon.
The Warframes themselves let you flex your preferred playstyle as well. There are straightforward options like Mag or Frost, which...
Mag is anything but a straightforward Warframe, and we know this for a fact because Mag is the best Warframe in the game, yet a lot of people seem to really not like her. I'm just saying, she's a tricky one to deal with, but when you get to know her, she's the best Warframe in the game.
Use magnetic and ice abilities respectively, but also stranger options like Limbo, which can temporarily put enemies in another plane of existence.
And make everyone hate you at the same time.
I love that you can generally pick your loadout based on what's fun, not necessarily what's objectively strongest. If I saw a cool Warframe that can breathe fire, I could research how to get it, collect the crafting materials, and then breathe some dang fire. That process takes far longer for some things than others.
I still haven't actually... I still haven't actually got the HEMA research sorted out for my clan, but nobody seems to be complaining, so I'll just take it real slow.
But
For those wondering, it requires like, what is it, 6 or something? No. HEMA. HEMA research requires... What was it? 5,000... Is it the 5? Yeah, it's the 5,000 mutagen sample, which bloody takes forever.
Picking and pursuing goals like that is the point, and it was endlessly gratifying for me. One double-edged sword is Warframe's mod system, which lets you buff up your gear.
Flawed mods,
it's
that's what it's
rewarding
called.
and offers a ton of customization, but this system is also convoluted to the point of
Wait, hold on.
Gear.
Oh, right, this is the codex.
And offers a ton of customization, but this system is also convoluted to the point of being downright hostile towards new players.
Maybe it's just my veteran elitism, but it's actually kind of straightforward for the most part. Like, yes, there are some mods that do extra things that aren't written on the mod, and yes, there are some mods that work with weapons in a slightly different way to what is advertised, but generally speaking, it's just read the bloody mod and then put it into the mod slot. And if you want to make things a bit easier, put some former into your weapon or Warframe or whatever, and polarities will just halve the cost of a specific mod. I mean, like, yeah, it takes a bit of time to get used to, I guess, but it's not the most difficult thing to understand.
I still don't really like dealing with it even after years of playing. Crucially, Warframe's free-to-play nature...
That's a strange statement. I really find that to be a bit of a strange statement, but whatever. Some people like it, some people don't like it, apparently.
generally doesn't get in the way. Pretty much everything except for most cosmetics can be acquired through playing. It's a commendable model, but the one place it really hurts is inventory space, which is limited unless you use a premium currency called Platinum to expand it. Warframe is fundamentally a game about collecting, and the restrictive inventory space is antithetical to that. But I've had so many hours of enjoyment playing Warframe that a couple bucks to carry more guns wasn't a hard call. And spending money on anything else besides cosmetics sort of felt like pointlessly paying not to play.
Hang on, let's listen to that again. That seemed a bit weird.
Frame that a couple bucks to carry more guns wasn't a hard call. And spending money on anything else besides cosmetics sort of felt like pointlessly paying not to play.
Not necessarily, because sometimes the farming rate and the drop rates are a little low. For example, if you want to get a specific Prime Warframe, there's always going to be at least one, sometimes two parts that are super duper extra level rare. Now, the drop rates have been improved with the release of things like relics, but sometimes some of us don't have all the time in the world to farm. Some of us actually have jobs, and you know, it's okay to have things that you can buy. I mean, I guess that's not really the point that he's making, but still, like, it's not really pointless, if you know what I mean.
Warframe isn't an easily approachable game, but it's one that's worth getting comfortable with because it never stops growing and just feels amazing to play. Its satisfying kill, collect, craft loop is supported by a mountain of choices and some wonderfully responsive movement mechanics. Learning to navigate its overly complex systems pays off in the long run. For more PvE co-op shooters, check out our reviews of Overkill's The Walking Dead and Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Zombie Mode. And for everything else, keep it right here.
Okay. Yeah, more or less good review. Just a couple of points that he made that are a little bit iffy here and there. Obviously, some of the things that he showed off were a bit weird. I'm surprised he's actually called his K drive the Bondi K drive. I thought that was a name that someone else on Reddit was using. Maybe it was him, actually. Kudos to him. Now, apparently... Oh, okay, so in this video, he didn't mention anything about trading, which is a very important part of the game. Even for those who don't trade, the trading system is super duper important and definitely a part of the game's economy. But in his written review, which is like here, which is somewhere, apparently he reckons it's around 4 times as long. And it's kind of is a lot of stuff to talk about. He does eventually get around to talking about trading, so you'll definitely wanna go and read that if you want a bit more of details on like what he thinks about the game. But yeah, overall he seems to be on point. Again, just a few things that are a bit weird about what he said, although I kind of just said that when he makes mention of them. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know if I'll ever do a video like this ever again. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.